Hello, this is Susana again. Today, for the first time, I'm going to make a video while I work. This time, I have picked a very sweet project. It's simple, it's still very doable, and it's going to require a garnet stone. Now, some people do not know that garnet stones come in other colors besides the burgundy, that I would say, it's its most common color. This one that I'm going to work on, I'm going to show it to you so you can see how pretty it is. Here we go. Oops, didn't work. Here we go. It is a grossular green garnet. The word derives from the botanical word of gooseberry. It's very similar, I will say, to the color of hazel, like a mossy, light green. Now this one in here, it's a faceted stone. Let's see if I can kind of show you from the side. It's a faceted stone. It's an 8 mm diameter stone. It's it has it's a pretty deep stone. So anyways, this is what we're working on. It's a lovely color. Garnet is the birthstone for people who are born in the month of January. It's a lovely stone. This one specifically, it really reminds me of those new leaves that are haven't acquired yet their full color. It's a pale, kind of some yellow in it, but it's mostly, I would call it a greenish or a grayish green. It's a really adorable color, and I will show you what we can do with this. So garnets normally come from Africa. Specifically, these ones, the green ones, come from South Africa. The hardness is it's somewhere between 6.5 and 7.5. Diamonds, as we all know, are the top when it comes to hardness, followed by topazes in the 9 hardness category. With garnets, we have to be a little more careful when setting the stone. So there is the pretty stone. Now I'm going to start making a bezel. I have different gauge sheets of silver. This is actually sterling silver. Normally, when you find silver, you will see the little numbers 9 to 5. That means that it's 925% pure silver, and the rest, it's different alloys to make sterling more durable, more wearable, a piece of jewelry that will last longer. If we will make, well, back in the day, jewelry, it started as being made 100% pure silver, but those pieces were too bendable, so they add different alloys to make them more durable. So this sheet that I'm about to show you, it's about the thinnest one that I use for bezels, considering this stone is pretty small. This is a 28 gauge in thickness. So what I'm gonna do, I need to make sure that I will make, this is gonna be the bezel. The bezel is what goes around the stone. So let's see. So I'm going to go on the girdle of the stone, right below the table of the stone, which is the very, very top piece, right there. I need to make sure that I'm going to have a little bit of space on top, and I think that's about right. I normally give me a little bit more just in case. So now that I have it, That's for the bezel. Let me do a little extra just in case. And what's next? We're gonna cut it. And it's an 8mm around. I'm gonna guess, and I will try to bring it around just to kind of get an idea of when to stop. Yep, that happens a lot, by the way. Loosen the stones, it's easy. So actually that's pretty good. So I'm gonna stop right there. I always like to give you a little extra. Now we can put this sheet aside and we can focus in what we have in here. Let me put this stone on the side. We can do without it for now. So I'm just gonna I just noticed that there's like a little cut that I missed. Hopefully that doesn't make me redo. We'll see how it goes. Oh yes, we're fine. We have a lot of extra space in there. So we're gonna make it small. I'm gonna work on it a little bit. I'm gonna keep on, working, cutting, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's finished cutting. So normally when I solder, if I make my first solder, I'm going to start with the one with the highest temperature, because once this one is soldered, the second solder that I do, if it melts at the same temperature that it does, it's going to ruin my first solder. So this is the first solder, second, and my last solder normally is done with easy. So my other two solders that I previously did will not be jeopardized. So that's it. This is gonna be the first one. So I lost my pieces here. I'm gonna pick them. See that? It melted, and then you bring it back to where it should be. Okay. The whole silver should heat up. It's turning red. It's actually done. I'm just gonna clean the inside. Now we're gonna make it super round. And then we're gonna check and make sure that it fits. And we're gonna check for accuracy. It couldn't be better than that, honestly. Let me show you. It could not be better than that. So, perfect. So this is something that I do sometimes when I do have a hard time centering my ring. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Okay, so you can tell it's pretty center. I look at this angle, pretty much every angle, especially that angle, and try to make sure that, see, it's a little bit off in here. Yeah, so we're gonna just make sure that it's pretty well centered, but this wire really helps me to so I can keep the piece in place. Something about jewelry making is that every step is important. There are no steps more important than others. Take your time, it's gonna work out. Be patient. So I'm gonna, let's see how we do this. I'm gonna quench it. And we're about to take a look and see if it's, let me bring this over here, kind of set it up. We're gonna see if it's even and it fits a good solder and it fits just the way it should be. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yep, perfect. So what we're gonna do next, we are going to put this baby, clean it up in the pickling solution, and I'll show it to you when it's coming out of there. Thanks for watching. So this is what this is what I've got. It's pretty much all soldering, it's done. All fabrication is done. Next, I want to give it a little bit of more of a feminine shape, and I will show you how to do that. Now it's time to have a mask on, and I hope you can still, if I can still sound okay to you.
Ryan Little.
Is pretty much the final piece. What's left to do is to clean the very top with my burrs, with my discs, a little bit of cleaning, and then we're gonna polish it, and then I will show you the very end result. Thank you for watching it, and I do hope you enjoy watching it as much as I did making it. Have a great day.